Hi, howdy, hello everybody, it's me Waddles, and today we're gonna go on a little bit of a different adventure. Minecraft is a pretty grand, romantic, and all-out perfect game. However, it's also, at this point, a pretty big game. Whether you're completely brand new to Minecraft, or you've just been away from the game for a couple years, today I've got the video for you. With the dawn of a new year upon us, today we'll be taking a look at some tips and tricks, significant new things that have come to the game over the past year, experimental things coming soon, and even some cool things that you could add to your game to spice up that experience this year. Without further delay, here is your ultimate guide to Minecraft in 2024. Enjoy! Decisions. In section 1 of today's guide, we're going to run through some ultimate absolute basics and then some in-game tips and tricks and how you could get yourself started in a new world. The first decision you're going to have to make is Minecraft to Java versus Minecraft Bedrock Edition. More and more every single year, both versions of the game get closer and closer to essentially being the exact same thing. But there are still some pretty big key differences here. Minecraft to Java. In short, Minecraft to Java is the classic version and also slightly more technical version of Minecraft. This version of Minecraft has full modding support, a lot more customizability, and this might start a fire, but better redstone as well. Meanwhile, Minecraft Bedrock Edition is slightly more universal, being supported on pretty much every platform and being cross-platform too. It's definitely going to be easier to play with your friends. Though Minecraft Bedrock Edition does have support for add-ons, or in other words, mods, the main thing over here is going to be the marketplace. In the grand scheme of things, the bar for entry is definitely lower on Minecraft Bedrock. Sometimes on Java, you'll need like a decently beefy PC. No matter what version of Minecraft you end up going with, the first step in-game is making a world. The world creation screen is very different looking at both versions of the game. Minecraft Bedrock is a little more straightforward. The biggest decision you need to make off the bat is survival, a hardcore, or creative. And speaking of version differences, if you're into all that hardcore Minecraft stuff, well, that's a Java gang only. There is no hardcore Minecraft on Bedrock Edition still. Exploring the menus here a little bit more, you will find tons and tons of different customizability options and settings. But for today, we'll stick with game mode and say go. Inside of any Minecraft world, still, 2024, it's bed, food, shelter. The very first thing you need to worry about is probably going to be food. With infinite food in survival Minecraft, that is, you're going to be able to move and do things bigger and further and better than ever before. After you've done a little bit of grinding and found some food, next up it's definitely time to find some sheep. If you're playing in survival Minecraft, as I'm sure you possibly know, nighttime is no bueno. With 3 pieces of wool, unfortunately for the sheep, solidly secured, you'll be able to take over the world. After you've found some food and maybe eradicated an entire species, it's time to chop down a tree and pick up a log, and your adventure truly begins. From this point on, the world is truly yours. Now, tips and tricks for Minecraft, I love them. I could go on all day long about them. And great news for you. If you want me to go on all day long about them, I got a series for you. It's called the Minecraft Guide. In a Minecraft Guide series, I go over cool tips and tricks as well as farms, builds, ideas, designs, and even more. I'll leave a card to the playlist on screen. Ayo, hold up, but that's survival Minecraft. If you decided to start with creative Minecraft, well, oh boy, the whole world is already yours. On creative Minecraft, you have access to an infinite inventory's worth of every block in the entire game. That means that glowing sea lantern sign that you've always wanted to build on the ground, well, yeah, you could build that right from day one inside of your world. For a more chill, casual exploring and building experience, consider picking up creative Minecraft and maybe learning the game first, then jumping into survival. And for survival Minecraft, you've got 4 different difficulty options that can be changed at any time. Normal, hard, peaceful, or easy. Easy, normal, hard, the differences are not that extreme. Among some other relatively minor changes, with each increasing difficulty, mobs basically get a little bit more scary. But if danger isn't really your thing, no big deal. Go ahead and set your game to peaceful, and I mean, you're gonna miss out on a whole lot of different items, but no bad mobs ever. Now, Minecraft is an open world sandbox game. I'm sure you knew it. It means it's basically kind of directionless, or at least it is until you set your direction. Inside of Minecraft, in my opinion, goal setting is one of the biggest, baddest things that you could do to set yourself up for success. After you've got basically like your basic needs settled and figured out, now it's time to decide what you want to do in your world. Are you going to try and become a speedrunner? Because if you are, then it's time to look for the stronghold right away. Maybe you just want to like explore and look around. Well, then maybe make like a boat and just do that. One of the best things you can do in your Minecraft world to keep you inspired and inside of that world long term is set a goal and stick to that goal. And work towards it, complete it with all of your determination, then move on to the next one. One of my favorite flow patterns that I go through inside of my survival world is pick a farm that I need, say maybe a lava farm or something, design said lava farm, build the lava farm, make it beautiful, and then basically repeat. In the process for working on these different farms, you're gonna have to go out into your world, explore, and maybe collect different materials, say iron for mine carts or maybe bamboo for the actual bamboo farm. Come up with the farm, design and build the farm, beautify the farm, make it all look good, and then repeat. One of my favorite ways to play Minecraft. And speaking of farms, farms are one of the biggest parts of Minecraft. Of course, there is like almost an infinite amount of different farms, especially if you want to consider like different versions of the same farm. Say a cow farm, for example. A cow farm is one of Minecraft's most useful farms. In this segment of the video, real quick here, I wanted to talk about maybe some farms that you should consider getting yourself started with. When it comes to a cow farm, it could be as easy as a fence pen, or as well, still laughably easy as a nearly automatic cow crusher. With a bucket of water put at the bottom of this thing, 2 cows inside of it, and then a fence on top of it. I could walk up to this thing with wheat and continue to breed the cows up until I have over 24 cows in this thing. At least on Minecraft Java. On Bedrock, this doesn't work. Another essential farm to have inside of your world, and at the same time, one that isn't really too hard to build, is down under the ground. Move under the ground and keep exploring until you find something that looks like this. It's a spawner room. You could actually turn this spawner room into a super easy, efficient experience farm. Having a farm for experience is going to ensure your success long term. With a solid source of experience inside of your world, you'll be able to do things like enchanting and repairing your tools anytime you want. Another essential farm for every survival world is one of these little beauties right here. With a handful of villagers and a zombie, from time to time, iron golems will actually be summoned on the platform above, flow off of the platform because I have water up there, and they get toasted up. As they get toasted up, I get automatic iron ingots, one of the most useful supplies in the entire game. So there's a lot to Minecraft, in fact, way more than I even talked about. Biomes, different mobs, dimensions, and more. But I would say, for like a relatively basic intro to Minecraft, that's just about good. For even more details on the game and things that you can do inside of the game, check out my Minecraft Guide series. One final thing though, before we move on, if you haven't played Minecraft in a long time, well, oh boy, Underground is where you should definitely start. Because under the ground, a couple years ago, they've revamped every single type of cave in the entire game, including making them bigger, deeper, and actually adding some cool biomes to them as well. You gotta check them out. So I'm really excited about this next portion of the video. When I was cooking up the idea for this video right here, I thought it would probably be a great idea to take a look at some big things that were added to the game over the course of the past year. With a brand new Minecraft update at this point consistently coming out every single year, if you haven't played for a while, it's easy to get lost in all the new features. I figured a couple years down the line, maybe we continue this tradition, then you could like easily breeze through all of these guides and check out, like in short, a ton of new things. As always, for a more in-depth guide on all this stuff, I got the video for you. On both Minecraft Java and Minecraft Bedrock, one of the biggest new things to come to the game over the course of this past year is a much better shield. More so now than ever before, shields can actually block way better, including like above you and kind of below you as well. And on that note, combat. While we're talking about it, let's talk about it a little bit more, because last year, 2023, saw a partial revamp of the combat system. It makes more sense than ever now. Every single mob, both versions of the game, has a hitbox. When any given mob is 1.5 hitboxes away, it's gonna be able to hit you, at least on the vertical range. If you can get above the mob or below the mob, it's not going to be able to hit you anymore. But that's how combat works right now. Who knows, this time next year, it might be completely different. The major Minecraft update that dropped this year was Minecraft Trails and Tales, the 1.20 update. This was an update all about storytelling and adventuring, with a lot of new things. The most loved and popular part of the Minecraft 1.20 update takes place pretty much all over your entire world. Inside of many structures, new and old, you'll be able to find these cool things called armor trims. Adventure out into your world for a little bit of time until you find an armor trim, then take that armor trim back over to a smithing table, combine it with a piece of armor and a material for a decked out and cool looking piece of armor. Unfortunately, only an aesthetic upgrade, but a beautiful upgrade nonetheless. Another huge new mechanic added to the game this year involves a brand new tool called the brush. Across many old Minecraft structures as well as some new ones, you're going to find these new dig sites. Archaeology has finally made it into the game. Use a brush on a strange looking block of sand or gravel, and maybe if you're lucky, you'll get a pottery shirt. Now there's actually, to be honest, quite a bit to the new archaeology system and the dig sites in general. If you're looking to dive right into this new Minecraft mechanic, one of the best places you could go is the Desert Pyramid. Every desert pyramid has a brand new room on either the left or the right with archaeology. Archaeology shirts, you'll find different ones at different specific structures all across your world. In total, there are 20. Once you've gotten your hands on some shirts, slide over to your local crafting table and place them inside of the crafting grid like that to create a brand new decorated pot. But what's better than the pot with the same picture on every side? Ah yes, that's a pot with a different picture on every side. Or if you're just plain old, you could go ahead and use some bricks and make a basic pot with no pictures or stories at all. However, you can walk up to these pots and put things inside of them. They can hold up to a stack of a single item. You could also put another pot on top of the pot and something in it to make it look nice and decorative. Now, of course, there is technically more new to Minecraft this year, but I want to talk about super major ones. The final big one I like to talk about is, diamonds. Minecraft veterans will remember that diamonds, they're more common the deeper you go in. Oh boy, more common the deeper you go? Oh baby. To account for the more uses they got in 1.20, in Minecraft 1.20.2, diamonds were made way easier to find deep down inside of your world. It was something crazy, like a 200% increase in the amount of diamonds that generate. If you're looking for these things like getting started, just go into one of the giant, deep caves inside of your world, and you should be able to find a couple in like relatively no time. So those are some pretty cool things that came to the game last year. Next up, let's talk about some new things coming to the game this year. Real quick, before we move into this next portion, if you haven't yet, consider tapping like. It helps me out a huge time. Thank you. And let's move on. Though it may look a little bit different on both versions of the game, both versions have this thing called experiments. Experimental features that are upcoming and being added to Minecraft at some point. Our first major experimental feature has to do with villagers. Villagers are slated for a basically total revamp, at least some of them right now. Villagers like the librarian villager and the cartographer villager are getting brand new traits. The cartographer villager in specific, these are some really interesting traits. At the second level, nowadays, with the experimental trade feature on, you're actually going to be able to buy maps to other villages around your world. For example, let's say we were trying to get maybe mending from a librarian villager. Well, I would need to get a specific librarian village, and maybe to help find that specific biome librarian villager, I could maybe like buy a map from this guy right there and be led right over to the village. As part of this total villager revamp, wandering traders are also getting a revamp as well, with better prices and actually wanting to buy a couple things from you. I seriously never thought I would live to see the day that these things are like, actually, okay. Another big experimental feature is update 1.21. Oh baby, this is the big one. At this point, inside of 1.21, we're looking at new tough blocks, new copper blocks, a brand new structure, a new mob, and a little bit more. And crazily enough, this is only like the first half of update 1.21 as well. Eventually, by the time this update releases sometime around the middle of this year, it should be like, hopefully twice the size, maybe even bigger. 4 years later, exclusive to Minecraft Java still is the bundle. The bundle is an experimental feature that basically cleans up your inventory a little bit. However, don't get too excited because we've been waiting 4 years now and who knows, are we gonna make it 5? Whew, shaders. I never thought I would say it, but shaders are coming to vanilla Minecraft, except on Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Over on Minecraft Bedrock Edition, an ongoing developmental feature is shaders. Shaders will eventually be fully supported on that version of the game. It's pretty beautiful. At this point in time, they're experimental and they're probably gonna be for a while. But one day, I can't believe it, one day, beautiful shaders will be vanilla Minecraft on one version. Another cool little thing that's coming to Minecraft Bedrock Edition is essentially built-in world edit. It's a whole editor mode where you can like toggle gigantic areas of your world all at once. The things that you're able to do with editor mode, which is also still in development, is actually pretty insane. Next up, but last but not least today, you want to add a little bit of spice to your Minecraft experience. Look, I don't know, maybe vanilla Minecraft just isn't really cutting it for you anymore. And finally, today we're going to take a look at some mods and other small things that I'm into right now, the community is into right now, and just in general, things that might spice up your experience in Minecraft until the next major update. Thing number 1, Optifine. It's a classic. With Optifine on Minecraft to Java Edition, you have so many more options when it comes to video settings and controls, performance, everything like that. Not only will Optifine grant you access to a million more options you never had before, but also it'll improve performance and it gives you access to this cool little handy built-in zoom thing. It's pretty nice. Shaders, they're on their way to Minecraft Bedrock Edition Vanilla, fully built in. On Java, if you want to have access to them, it's actually all Optifine. Now I'm going to go ahead and leave a link to all of these different things that I'm talking about down below today, but one of my favorite shaders right now is Silder's Enhanced Default. It's not that intensive of a shader, but it is still definitely a shader. This shader will give you that beautiful wavy looking water you've always been dreaming of, and maybe the gently blowing leaves and crops as well. It'll also give you beautiful looking shadows and occasionally some stunning god rays as well. Even better, my favorite, it'll do all of this while preserving that classic vanilla Minecraft feel. This almost feels like it could be built in, right? It's pretty cool. Out of all the mods popping off right now, it seems like there's one big gigantic one, and that's called the Create mod. The Create mod is one mod that I'm not super familiar with. In fact, I think I have one video on the channel like way back when. Create mod is essentially a technical redstone wonder. If you consider yourself one of those super technical players that loves things like daylight sensors, then consider checking out Create mod. Your mind will be blown. The Wither Storm mod. Oh, this thing is beautiful. I just did a new updated showcase on this thing. It's still getting updates to this day and has one more, at least, that'll be coming out this year, I believe. The Wither Storm mod is a completely different experience than the Create mod, vanilla Minecraft, or anything like it. It's essentially this world-eating boss that you have to, like, you gotta destroy it, save your world from it. There's a new dimension, kind of, a ton of different tools, blocks, and even more. It's an amazing mod. It's 2024, I kinda can't believe I'm saying it, but the Aether mod, the Aether, just got an update right near the end of the last year to bring it into the modern era of Minecraft. The Aether mod is now fully optimized, updated, and supported for Minecraft 1.20. If you've always wanted to jump into the beautiful sky dimension of your dreams, right now is the time. The Aether mod is going to experience a resurgence. And last but not least, how about a simple resource pack, a texture pack? This one is by far one of my favorite ones. It's kind of low-key hilarious, but it adds so much more life to your world. It's called the Fresh Animations. With the Fresh Animations resource pack and Optifine combined in your world, mobs and things are going to feel more alive than ever. Like, let's say a little bit of mob blinking going on, why not? Or maybe even look at how it's standing, like its feet. They're not just like perfectly in line. They're kind of like angled now and a little bit more like alive looking. It adds so much to the world. The Fresh Animations pack changes just about every single mob's animation in some way. Maybe it's like a slightly different flying. Maybe it's the axolotl, who should definitely be in water, but it's crawling different. The villager with those crazy eyes, shifty, looking around, and the eyebrow that moves around too sometimes is pretty great. Maybe the cow right here. Look at this thing. The cow with the eyes too. I think the eyes will. Oh God. Oh God. You look more cross-eyed than ever before. I'm sorry I did that to you, buddy. But look at how that thing walks. It's a mini dinosaur. I love it. Whether you're beginning Minecraft or simply coming back to Minecraft, those are some new things, those are some upcoming things, and kind of a checkpoint as to where the community is at in general, with some cool mods that are popping off. Down below, I'd like to know, do you know of another mod that is really going crazy or that people should know about? If you know about one of those things, or even a shader or a texture pack, throw it down in the comments. I'd love to hear it. And for even more of that Minecraft tips and stuff, check out my series, The Minecraft Guide. I think you'll love it. Tap that like button and subscribe for more videos just like this. It's been me, Waddles, and until next time, you go have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.